Hey there everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Odin Sphere, Leifdrasir. In the last episode, we kind of got to the Vulcan pits over here, and we kind of started our small adventure. I just bought a couple things from the little gremlin dude over here. There used to be an area map and a recipe here, so I kind of forgot to show that off last episode, which, yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry.
I'm very forgetful, and I always forget to show things off like that, but that's okay. It's not the biggest of deals. So let's get back into it. Let's see here. Now that we have the area map, we can kind of see where we need to go. Now, I did kind of leave and come back to kind of spend some of my coins, so we're probably going to end up going through a couple of the boss fights again. So, you know, I'm really sorry, but I'm also quite over-leveled, so this should be a little bit of an easier time. Come on. Freezer. Overall, once you start leveling up, it becomes a ton easier. So you don't have to really worry as much. But you do still have to worry about status effects. Like I said, status effects kind of do a percentage of your health overall. So it's kind of more important to think about how to dodge those really annoying, like, fire-based attacks than it is to actually just try and avoid the big sweeping attacks. Because those heal back really quickly, especially if you, like me, also use the Vampiric Ring. So the more damage you do, the more you're going to be healing back. Notice how I'll do 9 on those big strikes? Eventually, you can just kind of heal back a ridiculous amount, especially when you get the higher level Vampiric Ring. Also, can I just make mention? This flame girl got that fine booty. Dang, my boy, that shit too legit. It's a really nice butt. I really like the way that Vanillaware kind of designs female characters. They all just look so visually interesting. I mean, Griselda and her sister kind of do look like they're related, but not only that, they have this feeling of, like, dang, nice hit. I just end up killing 3 of them at the same time. They have this feeling of more than just family. They have like a really nice resemblance to themselves, and I like that. It kind of adds to the feeling of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, kind of this overarching sense of family. It's weird because her entire storyline is kind of like about how she deals with her family and her family issues. And overall, I really like the way it's done. I really like the way that Odin slowly develops throughout her storyline. I like how she kind of learns to be her own person. Overall, oh god. I just kind of unleashed. I unleashed the lizards. We unleashed the lizards that spit. God, I hope somebody in the world gets that joke. Nah, nobody will ever get that joke. Who am I kidding? For those of you who don't know where that joke's from, I am a big fan of the stream Vine Sauce, which just had their charity stream. I ended up donating a nice solid $20 of my budget into them. They do PCRF. Oh, okay. They do PCRF, a PCRF charity stream every year. And it's usually a fun, really interesting time. I don't remember how much we ended up actually earning this year, but I highly recommend it. It's always in July. Hope you guys, hopefully I'll see some of you guys around one of these days, but I highly recommend it. Anyway, enough about other people. Let's get back into what we're doing. First of all, let's go actually take down this, let's see. Nope. Yeah, okay. There should be a chest up here. Yeah, there we go. So, oh, cheese. Not bad. Cheese, pretty good ingredient. Now, if you're going into this area, be very careful. There are a ton of fire-based enemies here that will light you on fire. Yeah, like that. Yeah. A weird little trick is that you can jump and kind of backflip up the mountain sometimes. So, yeah, if you're kind of in dire straits and you just want to go up the mountain a little bit easier, you can totally do it. Nice. I have a ton of Phozons. I should probably start investing those. I like how I just countered a stream of fire and got lit on fire immediately for my own stupidity because I am a dumb idiot. Come on. Okay. I guess I can just eat some food. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but sometimes you just kind of should start looking at yourself and say, maybe I should be paying more attention than none at all. I wonder how much the actual bread, the bread of the toast actually gives me now. Not much. It's fine. Not the biggest deal. There we go. Increasing my maximum health total. Come here, you little Cubesbane or whatever. Battle stage. More lizards. That's fine by me. You guys aren't exactly all that intimidating. I should start... you know what? I think I'm going to invest in Needle Shot and my overall damage. It's probably a good idea. I might do that at the end of this episode. We'll see. Just like before, taking out the elementals is probably our best bet, especially if we want to make sure we don't get lit on fire. Boom, easy. Nice, alright. We're getting a ton of Phozons, actually. I haven't really been paying attention to how many I've been earning. I can't believe I'm almost, like, I almost got 500. Is that close? Yeah, I'm almost at 500. Like, only 50 away. Just a couple battles, really. Alright. Let's start investing in some skills. I think it might be a good idea. We'll do the Lance, because I got a ton. Might as well. So, Eye Shot's pretty good, but I want to save my stuff for something in the near future. Needle Strike sounds like a good investment. Especially because it gets that hit count up, which is really useful. How many do I have left? 242. Okay, why not? Let's invest in Eye Shot, and then we'll go a little bit more later on into the newer abilities. I'm just waiting till I get this one very specific ability that I don't want to spoil that is pretty much my favorite. You just throw it on and everything takes damage. It's a great spell. For those of you who've played the game before, you know what I'm talking about. You definitely know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Now, I have a bunch of these. 20% discount on shops would be very useful. And I don't really mind dropping 5 ability points for that. That's pretty easy. You know what, now that I think about it, this is probably things I should have done off screen. Who cares? Not the biggest deal in the world. We'll start getting our recovery up a little bit. There we go. Now let's continue on. Battle stage. More of these freaking dicks. Oh yeah, be careful of the lava, by the way, in these areas. The dripping lava actually does do damage, so don't just think you can like run into them and not have to care like it's a background element. No, it'll actually hurt you, so be a little bit mindful. Let's see. Grape seed. Oh wait, there's still one enemy left. I just realized. Okay. Come on, Lizard. These salamanders are so easy to kill. Like, I remember them being slightly more annoying, but they have like an actual like really huge charge up time for their attacks. So as long as you kill them or stun lock them, you're pretty much solid. I mean, if you're doing like a no level up run, which I feel like would be ridiculous for this game, I feel like that's where the challenge would come from. Oh god, could you imagine like a hard run, no level up? Oh god, that'd be crazy. That'd be like a level 1 Mario run. I think I could do that. My roommate did that once, I think. Maybe I made mention of that in one of my older episodes, but yeah, he loves Paper Mario almost as much as I do. Nah, he probably loves it more than I do. He's probably done a couple more runs than I have. Let's see. And that is our bag upgrade. Yes, so we go from 45 to 54. Nice switch up on the numbers there, gentlemen. Really appreciate it. Wait, we have Napple. What? We have Napple seeds? I didn't even notice. It's probably something I should have been making mention of. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm happy that these Kuzbanes don't actually do anything. Wait, did I just get what I think I just got, or did I get something else? Ooh, extra Phozons. So this is pretty good. Don't use it immediately. What you want to actually do is throw every single material you have, because it increases the effect of the actual potion. So just maybe one of these, right? So extra Phozons pretty much just gives you free Phozons. So as long as it's level 9, you'll get 50 extra Phozons. Incredibly useful, incredibly quick. And look at that, some of the ones on the fringes too. Super fun. Now let's continue on. Let's see now. Actually, I think I could just teleport at this point. Probably back here. You can go to the rest area and kind of fight the boss and deal with some incredibly annoying. Well, actually, we're gonna get the cutscenes too, so that's not so bad. I like the cutscenes in this game. Incredibly well stylized. Though to be fair, the entire art style is something I can't stop gushing about, apparently. Let's see here. So this is the key to the main area, and here is the rest area, right over here. So, if we need to do any last-minute adjustments, or if we picked up any materials we'd like to put into cooking, now's probably going to be the best time for it. Let's see. Let's see if I can throw an apple over here. Put the rosemary seed there. Let's see. It's 30. Oof. Oof. That is an expensive plant. Whatever we get left over would be fine. Yeah, see? Ended up getting the last of it. Though, to be fair, though, Napples are pretty good. They're really useful in a lot of things. More? No, okay. Also, a fun little part about the Napple tree, I like how it changes seasons, right? The leaves change, and then it slowly withers, and then it dies. It's a nice little effect. It's probably one of my favorite plants in the entire game, though, to be fair, my favorite plant in this game is one that will come up in the next part. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You'll see why. But I don't want to spoil it. So, time for the blue flame. Hopefully we're ready for, well, whatever's on the other side.
This is useless. It seems the Queen of the Dead has reduced my sword's power. My body is like lead. To be defeated by a newborn dragon like this. This doesn't look good.
Oswald!
Huh? Why are you here? I can't make it. I can't go on.
Welcome to Leventhan, the last dragon. So, first of all, where in the world did he get that crown from? Second of all, this guy has some really big sweeping attacks. Be very careful. One of his biggest attacks is that big laser you saw at the beginning. Now, that will eventually get way more powerful and be able to be charged up. I highly recommend using something that can kind of push him back, like these spears. It helps a ton. Or freeze him. Freezing him is also quite a good... Uh-oh, here we go. Elder Salamanders. So he does kind of get those, like, slightly stronger enemies from before. Oh, who breathed tons of fire, which I forgot about! And he also always looks for the crown. I forgot why. I think he gets a buff after he gets the crown back. So either way, you gotta be really careful. Alright, just gonna throw that out. Oh, dang it. Nice. I had a perfect counter. See this attack right here. You want to be incredibly careful of that one specifically. It does a ton of damage. It knocks you all the way across the screen. And, well, let's just say it won't be pretty. Yeah, it lights you on fire, in case you were wondering. So, just be careful. Most of his attacks are actually probably more damaging than anything you've faced so far. But he is relatively easy as long as you can counter his basic moves. Like his charge attack, which I completely got hit by like an idiot. And as long as you're behind him when he's doing those huge spamming style attacks. He's the kind of dragon that likes to keep his distance, so yeah, be careful. Anyway, let me just get a little bit more focused into this. Alright, he's on his last legs. I think we're going to be pretty solid for now. But this is where things get a little bit more kind of crazy. He'll start flying in the air, and you'll well, hopefully he won't be doing what I think he's going to do. I think that may have been a later part that I'm thinking of, because he is an enemy that will come back. Or maybe this isn't the first time a character has encountered him. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. The way the story goes, everything kind of is just all over the place. It does kind of feel awkward that we're fighting him now, though. With no introduction, with no background. Oh well. Anyway.
His injuries are grave. They must be attended to immediately.
See what his pride has cost him? Leave him be. You have been banished for disgracing your country, but you are still astonishing. To be able to defeat the dragon from the prophecies, you intrigue me even more.
Oswald has fought for you, and the dragon has been defeated. We are returning to the castle.
Why? Why him? That man has been selected by the Queen of the Dead. He will eventually die as her servant. His very existence is torment. Leave that doomed soul and take my hand.
Your Majesty, if you persist in insulting my husband, my spear will take your hand. If you do not want your life extinguished, get out of my sight!
How intense. Just like a flame. I shall pay my respects to such intensity and back down for now. The promise has been kept. Let us leave it at that. But remember, you are the one that stokes the embers of my heart.
Got ourselves a nice Fozon prism. Let's see what we got for completing the Vulcan pits. Freeze Lance. Not bad. Pretty good. But now you're going to see my favorite ability in the game. Blizzard. The most costly, but it is a damn fine move if I do say so myself. We'll get there. Now let's see. We're going to be going to Ringford, the Forest of Fairies next. Good to know. Let's see here. Also, this is the most obtuse hint I've ever seen in a game. The monkey's chair is on the wall, but not really. Literally, what the hell does that even mean? What? Anyway, enough complaining about the game's really obtuse narrative. Well, not narrative, but it's incredibly obtuse hints to where its abilities are. For now, let's just end it off here. It may have been a slightly shorter episode. The area was kind of smaller than I expected, so please forgive me if it ended up being a little bit short. But in the meantime, I'd like to just say, well, see you guys later, everybody.